Parshas Tazria-Metzora discusses the physical manifestation of a spiritual sickness called tsaras. Tsaras was a white marking that appeared on one's house, clothes, and eventually skin due to slander and negative speech. The Torah teaches us so many foundational concepts that we must learn from this concept of tsaras. Firstly, we must remember how destructive negative speech is. Aside from the fact that unkind words spoken are hurtful and are often the catalyst for destroyed relationships, words spoken create. Hashem created the world through the 10 ma'amaros. It took 10 utterances for the world to come into being. You two are meant to be a co-creator. That's how Hashem designed the world. Whether or not you want to be powerful, you are. It's a fact. What you think and what you say creates a reality. You see, the usual reason we teach our children not to slander, not to say negative speech, is because we are trying to teach positive character, which is so important. But negative words spoken goes deeper than hurting another person. Words create a reality that matches the vibrational energy of your words. Bad words create dark reality. Kind words create kind reality. What you say creates, regardless if it's true or not. Every word we speak has an energetic force that later manifests itself as something positive or negative, depending on the type of speech it was. When a conversation is over and even forgotten, the energy of that conversation still exists. And if it was negative or destructive or pinning down another person's faults, the energy of your words have been unleashed like missiles waiting to land in a place that will match its vibrational message. Do you want to be the cause of that? Do we want a bomb created by our words to explode at some point and most likely impact our loved ones most because we lost ourselves in a moment of negative emotion? Words we say last forever because their energy we can never get back, flying around the world, created from you. Hashem shows us his boundless love by putting a marking first on the house, first on something least personal to us, and then our clothes, and then Chalila us. We don't have tsaras today, but we do have divine messages that are meant to wake us up. The doctors were not summoned when someone found tsaras on themselves. The Kohen Gadol was. The Kohen Gadol, who was highly conscious and connected to Hashem, was able to interpret what was going on and diagnose a spiritual disease. Then the Metzora was sent out to quarantine for 7 days. Why? Because just like a parent sends a child for a timeout after misconduct so the child can think about their negative actions, so too the Metzora needed to take time out to introspect, to think, to gain awareness, and to get connected to self so they could rise above the negative speech. Remember, all negative behavior comes from the subconscious mind, which creates the ego. Ego is the false self. If someone slanders or spits negativity out of their mouth, they were disconnected from their true self. A timeout beckons them to return deeply to who they are by dropping ego and embracing self. That's the only way you can rise above your negative traits. We may not have tsaras today, but we are in galos, and that means our spiritual health needs more nurturing, focus, and attention. You too have signs every day, hinting, calling, beckoning you to also take some time out for introspection and wonderment of where you may need to improve in your life. Let us remember, Hashem sends us messages through our house, then clothes, and then us. Open your mind to read the messages before it becomes more personal and more painful. From the early days of tsaras, we were told of the significance of body, mind, soul alignment. We don't need to wait for other sources like science to prove this, although it's happening at this moment. The Torah is amazing, and it's our guide to heal and grow. When we are sick or things are falling apart, think about the metaphysical reason, the spiritual root that needs to be tended to by you for the healing and growth you desire. As we stated in the beginning, words are power. You can build or destroy. Words you say create. Perhaps this is why we have 2 guards in front of our tongue, teeth and lips. I once heard a phrase, Use your words carefully because one day you will have to eat them. I know that's intense, but I think it's so true. Changing our words from attacking, slandering, blaming, and putting down to building, nurturing, loving, and thinking will only benefit you.